Onegaishimasu! Alright, today on Rocket Punch, I'm gonna show you how to throw a good Gyakudski. Ready? Alright, everybody get fighting stance, okay? We're gonna go like this, real fast now. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Hold on. I'm getting something from the producer. Oh, today's karate tournament is done? Oh, I got first place in men's fighting? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking about TTRPGs? Oh, man, my bad. Oh, my bad, guys. I just had karate on the brain. Hold on. Let me just get today's TTRPG. Yes, I totally forgot. Today I'm supposed to be talking about The Book of Beasts by Forbidden Lands. Now let's go to the table.
Hey, I told you no more karate. All right, let's not talk about winning third place in men's kata division or first place in men's kumite sparring division. No. You guys are here to watch me look at books. All right. No, today we're going to take a look at Forbidden Lands' Book of Beasts. And for those of you who are smart and listen to me about getting Forbidden Lands, you definitely want to pick up the Book of Beasts for Forbidden Lands. Yes, this book is pretty cool. It's a cool bestiary, sorry. One of those words. To expand your encounters and your game. And it also has some solo rules in this game, so that is cool. I first played it solo, just kind of as you normally solo-y around, but Free League, with their infinite wisdom, has been putting more and more solo rules in books, which is really cool. I like playing with my buddies, but especially when you're first playing a system, I really like to play around with solo now, so I kind of get it in my brain really well before I start playing with the dudes and dudettes. All are welcome at the table. So let's take a quick look at the Bestiary. So first, you're going to have a nice roll table for just random encounters for all these cool things. And in here, you are going to have a lore roll. And yeah, the book, the beasts in this, gives you some lore. So if your characters roll lore really well, then you can drop these awesome infos on them. And you get all this awesome black and white line work. You get kind of this little lore, like if no one's really heard about it, the strange beast that wanders the marshes, I guess. It goes into that. It gives you a little bit of talk here. So you can tell everybody this if you think they understand or lore well. And this is just kind of for the GM, just, a general description, just general, not as so much flavor. And then here you add some kind of like the Dragonbane Bestiary. You get some random encounters that you can just, run with. And then some events that could go. So you can kind of, either one of these you can work into your campaign or a one-shot or whatever, or in your solo game. You got your lore roll from a player, and then you get some typical stats for them, and my favorite, the monster attack roll, which makes combat really fun and flavorful because even the GM, you don't know exactly how it's going to roll. And I really like that because I'm just the judge and referee and the arbiter of worlds. I don't, I want to be surprised a little bit and be like, oh no, oh my God. So I can root for my players. I want them to win. Well, there's really no winning, but I want them to succeed. So it's cool to oh my God, you just got hit with that and you survived or whatever. And then there's some rules here for no monster attacks. So kind of just fighting, like a normal fight. You could do that too. And then some resources. So in this, you can do some monster hunting and get some, in here, in amphibian eggs. And it kind of says, what skill you can use to get something really cool out of those artifacts. The amoeba. I love that thing. Amoebas are freaky and scary. So same thing. Some lore dumps, some encounters, some monster attacks. You got the basilisk. That's so cool. You get the Bog Man. That's awesome. I like that. Very zombie-esque. The Dread Raptor. That's cool. I just say cool and awesome a lot. I'm sorry. The Gatekeeper. I am the Keymaster. Giant Spectre. Look at the size of that thing. Here's a little dinky tree, and then you're even more dinkier. That's pretty cool. So, and then the giant spider. I mean, even if you're not going to run Forbidden Lands, like, you could really use a lot of this in other games and just swap out the rule set with, you know, whatever game you're playing. I originally bought Forbidden Lands to do a hex crawl with Dragonbane, but I like the system so much I went with just that. But you could easily do Dragonbane or Shadow Dark or even any OSR and just swap out the stats, because you can use the monster attacks, change the die roll, but like everything else you can totally use in anything. And just looking at the pictures, I hope it comes up on this Magic YouTubes as much, but this art is just really just detailed and really awesome. Just really gets you want to play. Like, I want to play right now. All right, the Imp, very cool. The Iron Dragon. I mean, that just screams like Wizard Van. Like, I want to see that on a Wizard Van. Iron Dragon. Mara, some kind of swamp witch or something. That is cool. I guess you could have a Marvin too, you know. You don't want to be sexist or anything like that. I'm sure there's Marvins out there as well. The Mire Drake. That's pretty cool, right? The Mummy. Mummies. Mummy Viking. I don't know. He looks like he's having a good time. I like that. The Nature Spirit. I should do more Nature Spirits and Trents and whatever. The Possessor. Very cool. And most of these, even just like reading this, you don't need to even have all the lore. You know, just reading what it is and looking at this picture, just, it's so evocative and rich with like story just in this picture. You know, I really love it. Rat King. Is he gonna fight the turtles? Rock Troll. Shapeshifter. That would be cool, because, like, who in town knows, you know, that you can have a Spanish Inquisition? Like, they're after some shapeshifter in the local town or something like that. That's pretty cool. Scolopendra. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's why. Okay, this just has it. I was like, what is? Which one is the head? Then you got the Swarming Death. That I love. Look at that. The insect's scary. The Tupilak. I don't know. Looks like some kind of Wendigo moose thing. And you can see its antler. I don't know if it shows up. It's got like one antler there. That's pretty neat. I like that kind of like weird undead dragon. I think that's it. And the Vampire. Pretty cool. Kind of looks like an Igor, but, you know, that's cool. Water Troll. That dude doesn't look happy. I think he got a tree growing out of his nose. That's why he's not happy. Will-o-wisp. Look at that Will-o-wisp. Not some little fairy creature. This thing's like, freak the crap out of you. Pardon the language. Wolf Shadow. Look at that. There you go. And then you have a random encounters just like in the normal book. So it has a whole bunch of just preset little things. That's why you don't need to prep Forbidden Lands. You can just roll a hex, go in there, your guys go in there, roll on a random encounter, and just grab it and just start reading. It's, you know, you start making it up. You don't have to know everything. You can just run with it. It's a good exercise. So, you know, if you want to do some solo, you know, get your improv game going, and just kind of start rolling with it, you know. The Demon Trap, the Raven, a Bridge of Bones, the Burning Bush, the Jolly Gravediggers, and the Castaway. Here on Gilligan's Island. Then you got your Gamemaster tools. So you have some more stuff on traps, some cool books and grimoires. So it's cool in here. So here you also have books, ballads, and grimoires. So if you study it for like a shift, like 8 hours, then you can get these talents from here. So I like it. It has like the ballad title and kind of a comment of what it is. So you can have like a ballad, the Eye of the Serpent, monster slaying hymn. So if you study that, you can get Boyer as a talent. What else? You got Orcs on the Larder, Poem meant to teach noble the art of supply management. You get a rank in quartermaster. What else is kind of cool here? Steady feet. On the divide, I danced on a summer's day. Love song from Alderland. You get steady feet. The steel bites, but not like you. A witty ballad, and you get sharp tongue. Skill manuals, so you get like crafting. Perfection only. You get insight, walking in obscurity by the mystic Urfoit the dreamer. And some magic. Secrets of Frost by Dorman Uxu, Ice Affinity. Then you get some journeys. So just different things, like on the plains, some flavor text. You roll a d6. Nature of the location, the breeze is playing with the swaying grass. You get in a forest, like birds are chirping and bumblebees buzzing. Dark forest is 6. Small black ponds force the adventurers to take a more winding path. You get some hills, the mountains, lakes and rivers, a quagmire. What's that? Long-legged birds wade through the shallow water, fishing with their sharp beaks. Ruins. An overgrown garden forms a living maze. Those kinds of just flavor texts. You get some camp, like nature of the camp. So like in the forest, a grove with thick moss provides good rest. In the mountains, a large boulder leaning against the rock face forms a natural tunnel. So it's just all these make the campsite more living or vivid in your imagination rather than you make camp. Some with weather, so you got some wind, some rainfall, some different temperatures you can roll on. Rules for strongholds, you get some servants. So there's like a name, personality, and secrets, like haunted by a demon, broke a promise, paints others' secrets unknowingly. Potions and poisons. You get some a new talent for alchemists, so you can start making some alchemical potions, which is really cool because it has like some of the things you want to get, like ground ghoul's bones, troll's gastric juice. So you can get that from doing some hunting in here. Some poisons. Making your own artifacts that you can go hunting for. So it has like name, the bonuses, skill artifacts, armor, 200 weapons, one hand ranged, and then some oddity of that artifact. Like always becomes red hot when used. Gives the wearer telepathic advice based on the artifact's agenda. Oh, I like that. Telepathically spreads malicious caricatures of the bearer. I like that. Makes the bearer less memorable. So there's negative ones in here too. Some more. And then you get your solo rules. So it gives you some advice on making a solo character. It's going to give you a little bit of adjustment because you are solo. And if you want, you could have a companion. And the companion should just kind of be a helper with some of the roles and shouldn't take center stage. They kind of talk about that. So when your main character dies, the companion now becomes your main character. And then he can take a companion and now he's your backup, essentially. Gives you some motivation for him. Kind of like if the main PC is this class, what's a good kind of matches kind of companion? It's like if you're a fighter, then a hunter, a minstrel, a peddler, a rogue would be a good match. Some talents they might have. And then if you want to do an animal companion, you could probably do both if you wanted to. Maybe, And then it has some new journey rules because you're going to be making all the rules for scouting, bushcraft. But like I say, your companion could help you. So you're doing the main role, and then your companion is going to give you like a boost or a boon on that. Some general encounters, some factions that might be in the game. So you got some like unruly elves, some drifter orcs, things like that. How to explore the map. And then these playing card oracles. And I actually found a really cool, if you don't want to use playing cards, there's a really cool dice set online that's Trump dice. And it has like all the suits and then the face card values. So you can roll some clackety-clack instead of drawing cards because I like rolling the bones. Then you just have some oracles for different areas. And then different kinds of kin you can run into, some names, some traits, some social interactions, playing solo with others, playing a duo, and then just all the lore for each monster is in the back, just kind of concentrated, so you can kind of pull this and just kind of use that as an adventure seed. I think really works well. And that's it. Got the nice index and the back prints. So that's Forbidden Lands Book of Beasts by Free League. And I have to say, it's a really awesome tome. Goes really awesome with Forbidden Lands. And even if you don't have the core set, you can buy this with the free rules that I posted last week. So go check it out. Again, like you could use this really with any game. Just swap out a couple little stats for the monsters. And it's good to go. So it's not a one and done. You can use it with a lot of different systems. It especially fits really well with Dragonbane with very minimal adjustments. So I hope you take a look at it. And until we meet again on Rocket Punch, see you guys later.